The number of meth labs in the United States has been going up as meth makers increasingly turn to a do-it-yourself method they call shake and bake. Amber Lyon continues with the story of a small-town cop who says he can stop it by taking on a multi-billion-dollar industry.
As head of the Narcotics Task Force in Franklin County, Missouri, Sergeant Jason Grellner has helped shut down 1,500 meth labs.
We got 8 adults in a meth lab and I got 2 boys.
But he can't keep up as more meth cooks use a simple one-pot method they call shake and bake.
And so what we end up with today is a meth lab that literally fits inside a toaster box.
So this is an entire lab?
That's a meth lab right there.
Grellner has seen the worst. Here, a fire trapped a meth maker's daughter inside. Luckily, the guy broke a window and pulled her out.
He's no hero in my book. He's a guy that got very, very lucky he didn't kill his child that day.
Okay.
Grellner himself has paid a price.
This is the actual one-pot bottle. This is the most dangerous part.
Lung damage from chemicals at a meth lab.
I carry inhalers around with me now. I take 2 or 3 different medications a day. I end up hospitalized 1 or 2 times a year.
But it hasn't stopped him from leading a battle to turn off the faucet for meth labs. The key ingredient for making meth, pseudoephedrine, can be extracted from some decongestants and then chemically altered.
If we remove 1 oxygen atom, we reduce that pseudoephedrine hydrochloride by 1 oxygen atom. We go from this to this.
Pseudoephedrine used to require a doctor's prescription. But in 1976, the FDA allowed it over the counter. Today, all you have to do is show the pharmacist an ID, and there's a limit on how much you can buy. But meth makers easily use straw buyers, they call smurfers, to skirt the law.
If we spent $15 for these 2 boxes at the store, how much could that get you on the street money-wise?
Meth makers pay big bucks.
This box here is $100. Right here, you're holding a $100 bill.
But in this state, where meth is deeply entrenched, Grellner believes he can roll back the tide.
If you return pseudoephedrine to a prescription drug, pseudoephedrine meth labs go away. They just end.
3, 2, 1, play it.
For years, he's used the media to promote his cause.
What we're trying to do is put a genie back in the bottle.
But he keeps losing to a powerful opponent.
How many years have I been trying this? 98, 99, 2012, 15 years?
He's very passionate on this, and our paths crossed multiple times and very committed to it.
Elizabeth Funderburk works for CHIPA, the Consumer Healthcare Products Association. CHIPA represents the multi-billion-dollar over-the-counter drug industry.
We are looking to stop crime. We just think there's a better solution than requiring a prescription for the large majority of law-abiding consumers.
Last year, Grellner recruited freshman Missouri State Representative Dave Schatz to sponsor a prescription bill. CHIPA won again, with newspaper and radio ads, phone banks, and lobbyists.
Well, I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't realize that you would walk into an issue like that with that strong of an opposition and how powerful they were.
It will tell us how many grams were in the box.
CHIPA's solution is an electronic database. It tracks retail pseudoephedrine sales, and CHIPA actually paid to put it in place. It's called NPLEX. If someone tries to buy more than the legal limit, NPLEX red flags the sale to block it.
So it says that exceeds a gram purchase limit.
Obviously, when we put this technology in place, our hope was that it would drive down the meth labs.
But last year, the number of meth lab busts in Missouri was up nearly 7%, in part because meth makers are still using straw buyers. Law enforcement in Missouri tells us that meth labs are going up because crooks are circumventing NPLEX.
Criminals are always going to find ways to get around the system.
Right now, only Oregon and Mississippi require prescriptions for pseudoephedrine. 21 other states have adopted the NPLEX tracking system. But Sergeant Grellner says the system is too easy to beat.
I can give you every other chemical needed to manufacture meth, but if I don't give you pseudoephedrine, you can't make meth.
Grellner vows to continue his crusade, even going from town to lobby local officials for reform, one by one, if that's what it takes.
We're not hiding the cure for cancer. We're not taking away a substance that cures any known disease. We're asking you to go get a prescription to unstuff your nose.
The industry group CHIPA is now supporting a small compromise, a bill in Missouri that would require prescriptions for felons to buy pseudoephedrine. Coming up, it was the worst food outbreak in the U.S.